Welcome, everyone. Andy here, coming in to do a sniper scalping recap. And I'll tell you what, outstanding morning of trading in the DAX. Overall, it was relatively choppy today across the board. Crude oil and gold had some great price action, but also quite a bit of chop. However, from 9:30, since the 9:30 stock index future open through current live price action, the DAX was on fire. So let's go ahead and take a look at how the DAX did today, utilizing our sniper scalping black line, sniper extreme black line cross auto signal calling indicator. And for those of you that may be watching this video and for the first time and you don't have really an affinity yet with the sniper or the extreme black line cross, let me just share with you basically what it's doing. This indicator down here is the sniper extreme, and it's an incredibly powerful indicator that as sniper owners we use in a lot of different ways. But one is to produce these trade signals that we call the black line cross. And everything that we do at the sniper is designed to be very visual in nature. And very visual so that it's easy for a new trader to assimilate and put into use as quickly as possible. And basically, this setup is very much that way. You watch this black line that crosses from the colored area down to the gray area, back to the colored area, back to the gray, back to the colored, and so on. And what you recognize and notice is that when the black line crosses from colored to gray, we get a short signal. When it crosses from gray to colored, we get a long signal. Okay? And there's a few little nuances, but it's basically that simple. And this indicator is a auto signal calling indicator, so none of this was done manually. It all happens, completely automated, and it's a trade signal that many of us here at the Sniper, it happens to be my favorite tool right now. We have so many powerful tools that our sniper traders use. The standard sniper signal remains awesome, even though we don't talk about it as frequently as we used to because we've been highlighting the extreme for so long. But let's take a look at how the extreme did. And this was one of those mornings where you really could just go ahead and fire away like a robot. And while at the ATW we do not encourage completely blind robotic trading as a rule, but I do always mention to my sniper owners that there are periods of time, and this is an example of one, where I will be very robotic because there are so many pockets and periods of time where the sniper tools will get on a run and just tear things up with 7, 8, 10, 12, 15 wins in a row, or with one loss or two losses scattered in there. And when we're on that kind of a run, and the better and higher quality the overall form and flow of the market is, which generally isn't quite as good in the summer, but gets better in the fall and in the winter and spring, it's outstanding. I will get into where I'll say, you know what, no matter how these signals look from a analysis standpoint, I'm going to take every one like a robot until the market punches me in the mouth and gives me a loss or two. And then I'll back up and I'll be a trader. I'll use my head and my knowledge to look for the higher rated signals. And that serves me exceptionally well because there are tons of times, and today's an example in the DAX, where just about every signal that gets fired out is a nice win. So you'll see the black line crosses over the white area into the gray area. From colored to gray, we get a short signal, and look at the amount of profit. There's probably 30 ticks of profit available there. Huge win. We cross back from the gray area up to the colored area. Huge win again. Absolutely massive. Another follow-through winner on the buy side. We're up to our third win. The black line comes back, gets to -2 or more, or short, and let's just check it out. This doesn't look like as big a win, and it's not, but there's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 ticks of profit available there. So it might not look like a huge winner, but quality profit available. Then we get long here, and this signal is a nice winner using the robust management style I've been highlighting over the last 3 or 4 weeks, but we do take some heat on this one, okay? I would still be in this original trade, so these next 2 trades, I just put those lines through, and we don't count those trades, even though they both would have been winners as well, because I would have still been in this first trade. So we just count all 3 of those really as one. How the robust stop management works in a nutshell is we wait for the market to tell us where to put our stop rather than to just have an arbitrary stop in the market. So I encourage traders to have a catastrophic stop, as you never want to enter a trade without a stop, and you have that in the market, and then you move it up based on what the market tells you. And how we read that is we watch for the black line to move against us twice. If the black line, in this case we went long, moves down twice, then we lock up our stop. And that did happen here. So my stop would have been locked up 3 to 4 ticks below this pivot. We would have come within 2 or 3 ticks of getting stopped out, but would have survived for a nice winner. The benefits of the robust stop management is it keeps us in a lot more trades and increases our win percentage really nicely. The negative is when you do take a loss, it tends to be a bigger loss. So that robust stop management style might not be suited for everyone, and that's okay. We have plenty of traders that trade with, 7, 8, 9 tick stops and create their trading plan around that and do very, very well. Most of these trades you can see that were executed today, you would have been fine with an 8 tick stop. Winner, 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 winner. This one would have been a loser if you had a tight stop. Winner, winner, winner. Okay, so most of these trades would have been wins, even with a tight stop. You can see here, we start to move down. Black line crosses to negative again. We get our short signal. Boom. And that's a big win, guys. That's, let's see, 20 ticks right there to the downside. Black line crosses back to the upside, plus 2 or more, signal fires. That's probably a 30 tick winner or more to the upside. You can see on both of these last 2 moves, we had standard sniper signals firing too. Standard sniper right here, standard sniper there. We're focusing on the black line cross here. But the standard sniper performed very admirably today as well. So this short here, again, is a trade where using the robust stop management style, actually using either stop management, you would have survived that pullback for a nice winner. We only count these 2 signals as just one, same reason we'd still be in the trade. So I wouldn't execute a second signal there, winner. Then we come up and we get to our only losing trade of the morning. And, if you're using a short-term trend following rule set, waiting for the action line to slope in your direction at least a little bit, you could have avoided that trade altogether. But if you were just robotically taking every signal, you would have had a loss there, but then got it right back on the buy side as the black line crossed back over. You can see the black line goes from positive, or from the colored area to the gray area. We're short again. Boom. Nice winner. These 2 signals happen pretty quickly. Not everyone would have necessarily been quick enough to have executed these 2 signals. It's the aberration, not the norm. But if you were really ready to go, they were tradable. 8 ticks of profit available on the buy, a lot more available on the sell. And then to wrap things up this morning, we just had a gorgeous buy for a winner. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 winners and 1 loss. If you took all the signals that the Sniper Pulse Extreme generated in the DAX since about 9:35, just after the stock market futures open. Pretty cool, guys. So I'm going to wrap things up right there for our recap session. We got Jerry coming in for the strategic prep in just a few short minutes. If you're watching this video for the first time, or maybe you've been watching our recaps for a while, I encourage you, now that we're into the fall, it's a great time to come by and to hang out with us, see what this sniper is really all about. We'd love to have you check things out with us. You can contact me at ajc61@yahoo.com, or just use some of the links in the email that provided this video to you. Thanks, everyone. Hope to see you back here tomorrow.